Oh, I had to phone up the doctors yesterday just to talk about a bit of an issue that I've been having. And I phoned him up and he said, "Oh, good morning, how can I help you today?" And I said, "Well, I've been applying that cream you give me for the piles, but I've had a funny reaction." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Where did you apply it?" I said, "On the bus on the way home." Good morning, everybody. What a lovely Friday morning it is. I'm just sitting here now. I'm editing a video. I'm editing today's video because today's Friday and this video is going to go up on a Friday, the one I've just edited. And I'm sitting here, and yesterday I was scrolling through the old ticking talk. A lot of people are on about this TikTok thing at the moment, aren't they? You know, all my nieces and all bloody people, they're all over the place. All on about TikTok. So I downloaded that app and I thought, I wonder what it's all about. So I had looked through it. And what it is mainly, I mean, it's people doing weird dances and just having fun, basically. It's just a fun thing by the looks of it. Just put some music on and do a weird dance and have a laugh, yeah? Which is brilliant. But there's also a lot of very sinister things on there, it seems to be. A lot of people that seem to be either wanting attention or they're just very unhappy. Moaning about all kinds of weird things. But there's one thing that come up on there, and then because what it is, if you find one video, you can press on it to go on the music or the sound, and you can see all the other videos that have used that sound or that music. And there's one that came up, and I thought, fucking hell, I can relate to that 100%. And then I pressed on it, and there's loads of videos of all different people relating on this one thing that I used to do, and I still do actually to this day, apart from not recently because of the not allowed to go out. And I thought it was just me, and I felt incredibly stupid about it for fucking years. And I thought, this is daft, and I fuck's sake. But it's a normal thing apparently, right? See if you can relate to this, right, you lot. So you might still do it now. I still do it now, and I'll explain about it in a minute. But right at the beginning of a relationship, yeah, where you've got your girlfriend, or maybe you're a girl and you've got your boyfriend, or yeah, so maybe perhaps I'll tell you my situation, but I'll explain. Maybe your one first, right? They might be coming round to your house, right? And you're waiting for them. You're anticipating. You're getting the butterflies. You're waiting, yeah, and you see them come up the driveway. And all you want to open the door and go, "Ah!" You know, and you want to go give them a hug and a kiss and everything, but you don't. You see him come up the driveway, and you walk away, right? And then you let him ring the doorbell, and you slowly stroll up, and open the door and go, "Oh, all right." What I used to do, right, before me and my wife were married, I used to leave work. Well, we've always been by our sides, near enough from day one. Yeah, from the fucking about the third day we'd ever met is when we were always by each other's sides all the time. I would leave work and I'd go and pick her up from her work, and we'd either go to her flat or we'd go to my home. We'd either go to one or the other, and we'd done that for fucking years. We were never not by our sides apart from when we was at work. And so I used to think about her all fucking day long, and then I would, I'd be really excited. I'd get in the car, I'd go down to and wait outside her work to pick her up, and I'd be really excited. All I want to do is just have a massive hug and a big kiss. I just missed her all day long, got the butterflies and everything. But here's the weird thing, and this is apparently where I thought I was just me being weird, but apparently a lot of people do it. You're sitting here, right, and I'd see her walking along, and instead of doing what I wanted to do, which was keep looking at her, the minute she opens the door, I just wanted to reach over, give her a big hug and a kiss, and I'd be like, "Oh, I missed you," and all that, right? But what I would do, because I was so afraid that she'd think I was some sort of possessive weirdo and clingy and all that kind of stuff. You have a lot of these, you're afraid of a lot of things, don't you? You're afraid of being clingy and all that. I used to look out the window. I just look out the window. Or I'd get my phone out and I'd start flicking through. Pretend I hadn't seen her walking up the road, I'd be flicking through, or look out the window. And then when she opens the door, I'd be like, "Oh, you're right." I just drive off. Bless her. She'd be like, yeah. Couldn't have been anything bad because she married me. But fucking hell, I thought it was just me because, oh mate, I used to do it all the time. It's just like, you get really excited, you get butterflies, you get everything, and then when she starts to walk up, you just all of a sudden just, I don't know if you go shy or what you do, but you just kind of you're like, oh, I can't let her see me. You play it down, don't you? Play it down. And I can relate to that 100%. The person who did that video, I can relate. I actually can. In fact, I even left a comment on it. I said I can relate to this. And like everybody, loads of people are relating to that. Can you relate to that? Is that something you do? There's another thing that's similar to that, that also I thought of. And I thought, oh, I never just did. I mean, I still do it now. I mean, we always used to do online shopping, for example. If my wife went on like a hen do, another thing, like if she went on like a hen do, or she went out with her friends, or she went round her mum's or something, you know, and I was at home with my daughter, or even just at home, if she took the daughter and I was at work and I come home, and then she come home later or whatever, I'll be waiting for her, sort of thing. You know, oh, I can't wait for her to get in. You know what it's like. You just miss that person all day long, right? And then I see her come up the driveway. She'll be reversing down the driveway. And all I want to do is just open the door and say, oh, come in, you know, I missed you. How was your day? And all that kind of stuff. But instead, you see him coming in, look out the window, didn't you? And then you think, oh, she's here. And then you sort of run around a bit and you think, oh, and you sit down and put the TV on. And you just sit there watching the TV. And you hear the door open, and you're like, oh, she's here. And you hear the door open, and she comes in, and she walks in the room, and you're like, oh, bloody hell, huh, you're home early. Why do we do it? Why do we do that? It's so weird, isn't it? Recently, like, we used to do, or one time, I used to do it like, she used to go out, when everyone was getting married, she'd go out on hen nights and things of an evening. And instead of, you know, my daughter was just born at the time, and so a little baby girl, you know, I'd be looking after her, and she'd gone out, Missy'd gone out for a hen night thing or whatever, and then I'd hear her come down the driveway, you know, and obviously what I wanted to do is I wanted to sort of walk up, open the door, and say, how was your night, and all that kind of stuff. But for some reason, for some stupid reason, right, and apparently another thing, loads of people do it, is I pretend to be asleep. I'd either be on the settee, and I'd be like, oh, she's here. Oh, hear the door open, quick. And I'll just lay there. And I'd hear her come in and she'd put her bag down, take her cup, I'll just lay there. Like that, pretend to be asleep. Because, I don't know, I suppose in my head I'm thinking she's going to be like, oh, that's so cute, innit, and take a picture graph. But then she takes a picture graph and says, that fucking bastard's asleep. Oh, man. And we used to do online shopping, right? And so obviously the shopping would just come to us. But when the coronavirus happened, you couldn't get no online shops or whatever. And I said, let's go shopping. She says, no, I'll go on my own. She wanted to go on her own shopping, get food shopping. So fair enough. So I stay home with the kids. When she come home, instead of like, I'd wait for her to open the door, and I'd be like, oh fucking hell, that was a quick shop. And start getting shopping. I don't really see her come down the driveway. What's that? Oh, I'll just be walking around the driveway randomly, you know, and I'd be like, that was quick. But I knew she was there. It's a weird thing that we humans do. Another thing, like if you get a takeaway, like I can relate to this one as well. You get a takeaway, you order it, didn't you, right? You're waiting around for it. You hear the car come up outside. You look out the window, didn't you? Look out the window. Oh, there's the car. And instead of going to the door and opening it up, oh, thank you very much, you go back and sit down. Or you wait around by the door. You hear the door, ding dong. You wait. 2, 3. You go up. You open up the door. Oh, hello. That was early. Didn't you? Why? What's that all about? Fucking hell. I think we're mad, us humans, aren't we? We're totally bloody mad. I love relatable stuff. A lot of stuff, like, you think to yourself, you know, you see other people, you realise other people do it, and you think, fucking hell, man, all these years, I thought it was just me, and I felt completely stupid about doing this one thing. I never said anything about it, never done anything about it. Every time I did it, I felt stupid. Loads of people do it. Loads of people do it. The pretending to be asleep and the pretending not to see your boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife or whatever. It's I mean, I don't do it as much anymore. I mean, I used to pretend I was asleep all the time, so I think that she'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute," but she weren't. She was like, "Fucking cock's asleep again. What's she doing?" Oh man, can any of you relate to any of those things I just mentioned? Any of you? Oh mate, there will be some of you out there that can relate to that.